Does it have that kind of scale?
Yeah, it absolutely can.
What's going on, everyone? My name's Obi and welcome back to Courtside Financial. Today we're going to be talking about NIO as the stock is up over 5% today. So if you're new to the channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button so you don't miss out on any videos. Make sure you hit that like button because it really does go a long way in helping out the channel. And lastly, if you want to be a part of the conversation before it happens here on YouTube, click that link in the description to join the free Courtside Financial Discord. When you open up your new brokerage account, you'll receive one free stock valued anywhere from $2.50 to $250. And when you make that initial deposit of $100 or more, you'll receive another free stock, and this free stock will be valued anywhere from $8 to $1,600. Lastly, cryptocurrency is now available on WeBull, so you can trade cryptocurrency on the platform with zero commissions. So like I said, today we're going to be talking about NIO Stock. It's currently 6:38 p.m. Central Time here in Texas, and the stock is currently trading at $36.29. It's up 5.37% for the day, and it's up 1.11% in the after hours. So it's been a long time coming for the news that we have here today. There was this thought going around of NIO discontinuing the partnership that they had with their manufacturing partner JAC. And I'll run the clip because I did talk about this a long time ago, just to get everybody up to speed, even though some of these thoughts are outdated now. 4 potential outcomes. NIO's manufacturing process stays the same and nothing happens. Volkswagen takes an interest in NIO and they develop together. NIO builds their own factory since they have enough cash now. Or NIO keeps the first generation line of products with JAC and develops the second generation of products on its own. So aside from all that, today's news actually confirmed that another NIO JAC factory is in the works. Since this video came out, there was a lot of news and information that we got to pretty much throw this idea or notion in the trash pretty much. But today we got a formal agreement that NIO will not be discontinuing their strategic partnership with JAC Motors for manufacturing. They actually renewed. NIO renewed the manufacturing partnership from the 21st of this month all the way up until 2024. So currently they do have a maximum annual capacity of 120,000 units. We know that they're not going to be maxing that out, however, because of the chip shortage. And by the way, we haven't really gotten any good news on that in a broader sense. I'm talking about the entire market here, not just NIO, as Volkswagen had to cut their production down by 30% for Q2, and I honestly don't think that this is going to get better until at the very least the end of Q3. But we'll wait, we'll stick around, we'll see what type of news comes out, and we'll hope for some good news here. But ultimately, this is a sign that there's light at the tunnel once we get out of this mess. NIO plans to sell a ton of cars in the future, because why would they increase their manufacturing capacity still with so much uncertainty surrounding EV around the chip shortage and such and things like that. NIO knows that when they get out of this, demand is still going to be growing for their company. So with this new agreement with JAC Motors, they're actually doubling their annual capacity to 240,000, which the market received as good news, and that's why we're seeing this uptick in the share price lately. Now, since the beginning of this channel, I've actually always said that NIO has a great product, a great foundation. It's only going to be about increasing interest, getting the word out there, educating consumers, and then on the other side of that is just scaling, and scaling in a good way. Now, they say that with this agreement, it's going to allow them to benefit from economies of scale, as well as improving manufacturing efficiency. Remember that in the last earnings call, William Lee said that we shouldn't expect too much improvement in gross margin from the business. 20% is actually a good place for them to be. It's optimal and healthy. I did a video on this as well, reacting to Deutsche Bank's thoughts on this, and they said that they do see room for improvement in the margins, and they can see that happening. So my opinion on this was that I believe NIO's actually under promising, and they plan on over delivering again. So with that being said, Deutsche Bank believes that there is room for the gross margin to grow. Now, I say this with caution because during the earnings call, They pretty much made it clear that they feel like 20% is optimal and healthy for the business to be running at. And they also said that we shouldn't expect huge growth in gross margin at this time. So definitely proceeding with caution on that one, but I want to get a little further into it. So I typically tend to talk about gross margin because it's way more important than vehicle margin. Gross margin in Q4 was 17.2%. That had increased to 19.5%, so it's right around that 20% where they want it to be. One of the points that I've made several times on this channel was that as NIO rolls out more software options with their vehicles, that's going to make the vehicles a lot more profitable, because software is not only scalable, but it's a high margin business, and everyone in the electric vehicle industry wants to start deploying things as far as software. Now, Deutsche Bank actually believes the same thing. They believe that the increase in margin can be accounted for due to their NIO pilot program having a higher take-home rate in the vehicles. Eventually, they want to get to the point where they're going to have a lot more software in their vehicles. ADAS, autonomous driving as a service, that is an initiative by NIO. So really, more or less, this goes back to the theme of, is NIO at this point in time under promising and then they're going to over deliver again? If they do, if the gross margin increases significantly, I think that the market will receive that as positive news and hopefully can reflect in the stock price, which is a great thing to think about, and it definitely seems possible with this manufacturing agreement or renewal coming into fruition. Ultimately, people have lost confidence in the electric vehicle industry as of lately because they see share prices going down. But I think that NIO will be one of the players to really come out of this and be a big winner, because they're doing a lot of improvement upon their fundamentals, and they're really prepping themselves for when the industry gets to the other side of this, when they're able to ramp up and produce vehicles at scale again. Overall, this is some really great news from NIO today. It put a lot of the speculation to silence, and we're just going to have to be patient with this company, or I'm just going to have to be patient with this company. You guys can do whatever you want, but I do see NIO as a long-term winner, and 2030 I feel like will be a very special year. 2025 I feel like will be a very special year. This is not something that happens overnight. It is good to follow the company and get these pieces of good news that we've been getting over the last few weeks, which haven't really reflected in the share price. But this is formal confirmation for institutional investors that NIO does have a solid growth strategy. NIO does have a solid growth plan. So that's going to be it for this video. Make sure you hit the like button. Make sure you hit the subscribe button. Leave me a comment down below. Would love to know what you guys think. And as always, thanks for watching. I will catch you guys in the next video.